What if happiness wasn't a giant treasure you had to find, but a tiny, shiny secret hiding in plain sight?
This is Mama Cat Snow and Papa Cat Snow's family. First, there's Kitten Cat Yellow, always ready for fun. And you can't forget their best pals, Puppy Snow One and Puppy Honey One, bringing the happy wiggles. Their plan for this perfect spring day was simple. Catch some fun toy fish. Share some yummy snacks and enjoy their time together. But it turned into a quest to answer one.
At the end of the pier, colorful bobbers were ready to dance on the glittering ripples.
And then she turned that simple moment into a riddle for everyone.
"What?" she asked softly.
It's the excitement of a bobber bouncing. It's the tiny surprises that make your heart hop. Happiness equals cheering for friends.
Whew. Happiness is doing small things carefully, like tying safe knots, so everyone feels relaxed and brave.
Suddenly, a bump on the line sent water sparkling. A jiggle, a wiggle, and a splash! Laughter burst from the group. The kittens quickly invented a new mini-game. Count the ripples!
Started a different game. Mirror the bobber. A slow sway to the left and a slow sway to the right. Then came Kitten Cat White's favorite, the quiet as a cloud game. Who could stay the most still and...
Snow applauded, not just for the catch, but for the small courage everyone showed. No one got too...
And the stone danced across the surface. 2, 3, 4 happy hops.
Without a word, the friends made a quiet plan. Everyone knew just what to do.
Papa Cat Snow steadied the step stool. A safe foundation is the start of any great rescue.
Puppy Snow One and Puppy Honey One became the official wobble watchers, making sure everything was perfectly still.
Kitten Cat Snow held the basket, just in case. And Kitten Cat Yellow, the brave explorer.
Up, 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 well, Kitten Cat Yellow, giggling as the stool wobbled just a tiny bit.
Kitten Cat White watched the wind. Just as the breeze paused, Kitten Cat Yellow reached out.
One last little tug, and it was free.
The kite swooped into the air, dancing on the wind. Everyone cheered for their amazing teamwork. And that's when they saw it. Peeking from behind a bush was a small, hungry kitten, all alone.
Don't worry, you can come out. We would be happy to have you join us.
Slowly, the little kitten crept forward and took a tiny, careful bite of a sweet apple slice. It was crisp and juicy. And then, a sound the whole group understood. A soft, rumbling purr. The sound
Soon, the whole group was sharing their picnic under shady.
And full hearts, it was time to go back to the water. And this time, they weren't leaving their new friend behind.
I've drawn here. We have one shot at this, so let's make it count. All paws on deck.
One by one, they reached out. Their little fishing lines hooked onto the ring, guiding it gently, kitten paws, puppy paws, and even the paws of a new friend, all working together with the same gentle goal. With one final coordinated pull, they did it. The big catch was safely on the pier, sparkling in the sun.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
So they found a perfect spot on the soft grass. Out came the checkered cloth, and their big catch became a beautiful picnic wreath, framing the spot where they would share their snacks.
So, what is happiness? Sounds like our shared laughter. Oh, had a different idea. I think, she said, it smells like warm bread, especially when you share it.
For me, happiness feels like safe hands when the stool wobbles. It feels like being supported.
Tastes like apple slices that have been split in perfect halves, so everyone gets a piece.
Happiness looks like bright, happy eyes all around a simple lake.
So, happiness in our daily life is noticing the tiny wonders all around us.
It's the feeling of kind teamwork when we solve a problem together.
It's the gentle courage we find to try something new, or to take one brave little step forward. And most of all, it's sharing what we have, especially with someone who needs it.
The bobbers rested, the kite drifted, and the evening glowed with a new kind of warmth.
It was time to go home. They packed the basket, not with one last look at the sparkling water. Everyone waved good. Their hearts were as light as the last ripple, fading gently into the quiet evening water. The path home was quiet and magical. Each little blinking light seemed to be and then they saw it, the coziest sight of all. And with that, he took the step.
Happiness, they were learning, wasn't just a big adventure. It was also a warm saucer of milk, shared. The day's excitement, the fishing, the exploring, the teamwork had filled their hearts. There was always room for one more. A little shuffle, a little scoot, and a silent invitation was made.
He curled up in the middle,
surrounded by warmth and the soft sound of purring.
From the doorway, Mama and Papa Cat watched the gentle rise and fall of their sleeping family.
They didn't need to speak. They both understood that this feeling, this quiet, overflowing love,
And not too far away, the day's Wobble Watchers were dreaming too, perhaps of chasing balls.
Outside, a bright, friendly moon climbed into the night sky. The treasures from the day were put away safely, a heart-shaped leaf resting in a little dish.
And so, the great quest for happiness ended not with a grand discovery, but with a simple, wonderful truth.
So, what about you? What small, happy secret did you notice in your life today? The story of that one perfect day was over. But the story of happiness?
From yesterday was gone, replaced by the happy, playful energy of a kitten who knew he belonged.
Happiness was still the same, doing small things carefully and helping life grow.
Snow's happiness was still the same too, including someone new and teaching them how to share in the caring.
The fishing rods were put away, and the picnic basket was empty. But outside, a whole new
And they knew that whatever the day would bring, big challenges or tiny wonders, they would face it all together.
because they had found the secret. Happiness wasn't a place to go, but a way of living every single day.
Day meant a new way to find happiness. And Mama Cat Snow knew just where to look for the recipe.
Who wants to help me bake a happy day cake? The eggs. Kitten Cat Snow knew this was a job for very careful.
Kitten Cat White spotted the sugar. With a little help from Papa Cat, the highest shelf wasn't too high at all.
their newest family member the most important job of all, keeper of the recipe. It was his job to make sure they followed the plan.
With all the ingredients in the bowl, it was time to mix. Everyone added a little bit of their own happy energy to the stirring.
Oops, a little bit of batter went flaying. But happy messes are just another ingredient in a happy day cake.
Papa Cat handled the knots, and Mama Cat handled the oven. Happiness, she knew, was...
Is it ready yet?
Soon, a wonderful clue appeared. A warm, sweet smell that filled the whole cottage.
They tidied up. After all, part of the happiness of making something is taking care of the space where you made it.
Then, the sound they had all been waiting for. The little bell that meant their patience had...
But even a perfect cake needs a moment to cool down. A little patience now would make the first bite even sweeter.
Finishing touch.
Kitten Cat Ash, the recipe keeper, saw the final step in the plan. He knew just how to arrange the berries to make the cake extra happy.
The puppies found their own special way to help. They became the official strawberry delivery team.
They stood back and admired their work. It wasn't just a cake. It was a picture of their teamwork and their happy morning together.
We did it! Now, the moment they had all been waiting for. With a careful hand, Mama Cat cut the very first.
The first slice is always the most special. And Mama Cat knew exactly who deserved it the most.
For a moment, Kitten Cat Ash just looked at the slice. It was more than just a cake. It was a promise. It was
Mama Cat's heart felt as full and warm as the cake from the oven.
And with the first act of sharing complete, it was finally time for the feast. Everyone dug into the soft, sweet cake.
It tasted like cinnamon and sweet berries.
Discovered that happiness could be quiet too. It could be found in savoring one perfect, sweet moment.
Recipe starts with the freshest ingredients. And sometimes, the real ingredients are right here. A clean start begins.
Kitten Cat Snow made sure every plate was perfectly dry and shiny, while Kitten Cat Yellow made sure the drying towel had a good time.
Kitten Cat Ash found his own way to help. It wasn't a big job, but it was his job.
With the day's work and play complete, it was time to settle in for the evening.
Every ear was listening. Every eye was watching. The fire danced. The story was about a little bear who learned that the more stars he gave away to his... The day's adventures and the warm fire were a powerful combination.
For Kitten Cat Ash, the story was wonderful, but the feeling of being safe and warm, surrounded by family. And they all lived happily ever after.
Outside.
Remember, happiness isn't a giant treasure. It's a million tiny, shiny secrets.